Welcome to this Last Mile Profits video, the last word on the last mile. Are refrigerated parcel lockers really so cool? Stay tuned to find out more. Experience the future of convenience with modern Expo parcel lockers. Cutting-edge innovations that bring parcel delivery to a fundamentally new level. Follow the link in the description to find the best solution for your business. Gary, I'm going to be a little bit cheesy. I'm not known to be very cheesy. But I'm going to be a bit cheesy and say that perhaps refrigerated lockers are not so cool. I'm not a big fan, but there's been reports of InPost basically trying to rejuvenate a project they had with refrigerated lockers. Before I come and try and, spell doom and gloom, what's your view, Gary?
I'm not warm to the idea either. If we can continue the metaphor, it's one of those things where we get asked for them. We get asked, do you do them? Because it seems like a really good idea, but nobody ever buys them. And for a number of reasons, because it's not just one temperature range you have to cover. You have to have ambient, you have to have chilled, you have to have frozen. So now you're into 3 zones. The environmental cost of running this refrigeration full or empty is huge. And once everybody starts to look at the sort of total cost of ownership for these things, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm not sure really where the massive benefit is in having them, frankly.
Well, you won't be surprised to hear that I agree. This doesn't happen often, does it?
No, not really, no.
So I agree, but I'll also share a little bit more on why I disagree, or agree rather. I was part of the startup team for Amazon Fresh, and lockers in themselves are a pain in the neck if they're refrigerated. They're expensive, they go wrong, servicing issues, etc. But chill chain is a nightmare. Think about this. Any normal parcel you deliver, the customer comes a bit late, it's still deliverable. If it's fresh food, you've got 101 issues with health and safety about what you do with that item. Can you take it back? Can you resend it? Has it got the same value if it was, I don't know, fresh watercress? Am I weird? Because that's the first thing that came to my mind. If it's
you are weird. I'd have gone flowers. I mean, flowers are the other. We talked about flowers before. I bloody hate flowers. That's another subject.
All right, so watercress and flowers, but it is a real pain in the neck. So many things can go wrong in the whole process. It's very, very expensive to do, but what makes it even worse is after having incurred all the cost to make it happen, then there's a big risk you'll get a return, and the value of that return is zilch.
Yeah.
While you've paid probably a lot more for that cell than you would have done for a parcel.
So, well, also there's even things like the cleaning and refurb. When frozen items go wrong, they tend to take out their nearby environment as well. I won't name who the carrier was, but I worked at a carrier years ago, and they had a bit of a mess up where they were the carrier of choice for chilled Scottish smoked salmon, and they managed to get.
Can you imagine where this is going, Gary?
Well. I'll cut all the middle of the story out, but even in a 250,000 square foot warehouse, the smell of fish takes a while to get rid of. When it all goes pear-shaped. So it's not easy. I tell you, I will give a plug for a company that I think does it really well. Iceland, which is a sort of niche supermarket chain in the UK, specialised in frozen food, family owned. Mac Downs, if you're watching, sorry we never got to do a deal together, but they really, really know how to take care of their customers dealing with chilled and frozen food. You can order online and come and pick it up from a great big freezer at the back of the shop where they keep your order till you're ready to collect it. If you're elderly and you've got a bus journey home that's too long, you can go and shop your shopping in store. They will take it out the freezer out the back and then they'll bring it to your house later in the day. If you want to do proper e-commerce, you can buy online, they'll package it up, and they'll deliver it to your home as well. So they've looked at all of the logistical problems of dealing with chilled and frozen food and put mechanisms in place to delight their customer base to enable them to shop without all this risk and cost. It's very smart.
So if anyone has any doubt, we are not getting a commission from Iceland, but I think we can end today's episode saying that we don't really like refrigerated refrigerated, let's get this right, refrigerated parcel lockers, unless Iceland is running them. So let's see.
No, they're not lockers, Marek. They're not lockers. They're using the industrial freezer capability at their stores to manage the supply chain to customer
Gary,
really well.
I remember I spent half of my life in the UK. I know Iceland, and I know they're not lockers, but who knows what they might do in the future. So if they were to be running lockers, maybe they'd work.
Maybe.
Let's watch this space.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this Last Mile Profits video. For more up-to-date last mile news and analysis, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn.